special shout out to my best friend Uni Q in the back.
Oh my God,
in
that's
the
big.
building. All right.
Hi.
I want to shut it down. All right, Louis.
Get
I
him.
want to miss our special relationship. I don't think there'll be another Rac Jac. You know, putting you on blast. You know, educating you on the black lingo. I don't think there'll be nobody else like that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know? Alright. So, I'm going to start off with a poem that I had ended the poetry workshop with. And the first part of the poem is in Brooklyn Paramount. It was called I'm Just Saying. So, I'm going to open up with the seconds. So, this is the seconds. If y'all want some seconds, say yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. I'm just saying. John McCain came home from Vietnam not as a former POW, but as a WOP, without potential man forever. Back in his hood, Sarah Palin birthed a kid not with Down syndrome, but with lead poisoning. Bill Clinton's little brother Roger got busted for crack instead of weed. Glenn Beck was a former Black Panther who was best friends with Mumia, who in reality is Bill O'Reilly. True, Betty Ford was an alcoholic and addicted to pills, but she was a single, working-class woman of color. Rush Limbaugh's birth name is really Rafael Lopez, bless his heart.
Yeah.
He's suffering from that Charlie Sheen disease. Martin Scorsese's first unknown film was back in 1969, which starred a rising actor by the name of Neil Armstrong. Oh yes, I went there. Dwight Eisenhower was passing for white. Man, look at him in those photos from his World War I days. Yes, J. Edgar Hoover was a walk-in-the-closeted homosexual and possibly had some black roots, but those black roots really out-shoe-shine his white roots.
Ups.
Damn that pop music. Justin Bieber, you're the cause of this violent, pretzel-twisted society. Today, we have debates, rallies, and write dissertations about the history of the word honky instead of the N-word and how it's overused and misunderstood within the community. Fair-skinned Europeans are the real Mexican immigrants who are the victims of the Arizonian genocide. John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert were really fucking around with Dorothy Dandridge instead of Marilyn Monroe. The original Ricky Ricardo from I Love Lucy was really a dark-skinned native Jamaican named Trevor McKenzie. What? You never saw the real first episode? Donald Trump was a hustler from Harlem who used to hang with Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas. Heterosexuals are fighting to legalize straight marriage, while straight teens are committing suicide after being taunted by their homosexual peers. Yo, I hung out with the Tea Party, and don't be fooled, that's just the NAACP in disguise doing some undercover work. Since they now supposedly found Osama, Tupac, and the cause and cure AIDS are now the undisputed champions of hide and seek. Sorry guys, you've been looking at the wrong map, because Afghanistan is Manhattan, Libya is Brooklyn, Egypt is Queens, Japan is the Bronx, and Haiti is Staten Island. Listen, I'm just giving it to you straight, no chaser, no lime, no salt, on an empty stomach. So either you're going to be a heavyweight and wish to take more of my shots, or you just can't handle it and your tongue will be kissing very early with a toilet.
Woo!
Okay. Alright, so next piece, this was published in By the Overpass, and this one is called Washing Out My Dandruff Thoughts. I never performed it, so I'm going to try to perform it today.
Yeah.
Alright. While I'm knocked out asleep in a fetal position, poison HIV won't leach onto branches and vines of what seems to be only the dark oak trees, which cry as dew that seems to fall only onto cut black lawns. While I'm knocked out asleep in a fetal positions, mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers will no longer digest bullet soup into their heads, necks, backs, and stomachs by the unsanitary cooks of the law by no just reason at all. While I'm knocked out asleep in a fetal position, the word nigger will no longer be dug up and exhumed from the grave once us black mortuaries and undertakers start doing our job right, and as white parents will finally start paying off those funeral costs. While I'm knocked out asleep in a fetal position, I won't have to hear us say, oh, we shoot up funerals, oh, we kill kids here, oh, we execute an 80-something-year-old grandma during a routine drug bust, oh, we strangle a hoe, dispose that bitch, and develop amnesia when it comes out to filling a missing persons report. Oh, we abort aspirations about 1 in 5, 6 blacks at a time. Thank you, Roe v. Wade. Oh, we sent health insurance into exile because she was spreading herself too thin. Oh yes, we acquit officers who bust 10 or more nuts of bullets, get harder than bust again, but say it was all in the name of self-defense.
What?
Oh, we gave hush money to the good supermarkets that are nothing but mirages in the project-infested community. Oh, we don't know why your school system sucks. Oh, we don't discuss why we send aides to aid in the war on AIDS on the most tan land of the globe. Ketchup and mustard and cokes and shakes, lathered, washed, conditioned, and not to mention risk the dignity of many fully clothed black bodies publicly, never in the privacy of residential bathroom showers and sinks during the 1950s and 60s. So they had to sit down with that clear stuff from the reservoirs and sinks asking, why are we doing your job when all we're supposed to do is just keep our business inside of cups and in between sandwiches? Set the clock about 20 hours forward. Mr. and Mrs. W conceived Crackling Marie, raised her up and everything, and then she got an AIDS during the mid-1980s. Her parents asked her, honey, if you could choose where you would want to live, where would it be? The cities, the suburbs, or the country? The city, duh. The underground fight between the dark and light that's lasted thousands of rounds since slavery until now never gets busted, because people be putting more and more money down. Some be like, man, put me down for that high yellow breed. The one with the see-through eyes and the wavy hair. I just be like, nah, I got the chocolate one with the bulky lips and the synthetic blonde coat. Yo, wait a minute, yo, what the hell happened to us caramel folk? Damn a paper bag test, damn a color complex, damn a welfare, damn a dropout rate, damn a hose, damn a dog, damn a noose, damn a black on black crime, damn a high blood pressure, damn a diabetes. While I'm knocked out of sleep in a fetal position, Christmas addicts, Nat Turner, Patrice Lumumba will give me advice in my dreams on how to bite saltines like Bill O'Reilly, Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, Ann Coulter, and John Stossel. While I'm knocked out of sleep in a fetal position, New Orleans and Haiti will be married and jump the levee and then win lottery instead of waiting forever for some insincere governmental charity. While I'm knocked out of sleep in a fetal position, my bank account will welcome with open funds his prodigal son reparation and throw a huge party for him. And his son bi-weekly will be jealous, but my account will have to explain to him that this son was once lost and is now found and we can have a happy home again. While I'm knocked out of sleep in a fetal position, I've gotten more than enough rest from all this unrest, because while I'm wide awake in an upright position, I know the snooze button will be left alone on the alarm that's supposed to uplift us. That's it.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Alright, I got two more.
Ow!
So, yeah.
Yes, is that good?
So, I'm going to slow it down, because, I mean, I know most of y'all know that I am engaged, so you know, I'm going to read something nice. Okay, so this is called After the Graduation. Okay. Teardrops of music notes tumbled down from my melancholy saxophone eyes. I ran out of blind sheets of Kleenex, so he wipes them away with his classically trained hands. A mouthpiece's touch. Glasses of sunshine poured from out of me onto once dry mattress soil. AM dew falls from his braided branches onto my bottom lip lawn. If yawns were yells, then I must be one exhausted lover this morning. Long locked mane, like a lioness, an empress, he says. I tell him in between air-conditioned growls not to go out of his way on those special days, but he always takes the detour route. Loudmouth hyenas always ask, why him? And I found myself constantly saying, because like tailored pants and dresses, he fixed me perfectly. And the material of his machine-washed, warm touch, tumble-dry low sound, and cool iron, if necessary, cologne, will never get raggedy. All right.
Ah.
All right. So I'm going to end off with this. And I like to, you know, give a shout out to like everybody, because before I got into the program, I never used to read any of my material. I used to just always just write in a notebook and just look over it, or I let, you know, a couple of my friends, you know, hear it, but I never could read it because somehow I have like stage fright. But, you know, being here, now it's like, you know, I can like get out there and really read my stuff, so. Yeah. Like,
Woo!
So I'm going to end off with this. I got wildfire aspirations that I hope will bedspread to future generations. The heat will melt the unambitious, the flames will engulf the ignorant, the smoke will suffocate the envious, and the ashes will give eternal respiratory problems to the conformists. Thank you.
Yeah!